Hello again everyone, and welcome back to Skyblock News. I'm your host Derailious, and today we're not going to do any long-winded intro, we're going to launch right into it, and there were a few changes made on the main server that I do want to talk about. Notably, they halved the amount of gemstone powder that you're going to be getting from chests within the crystal hollows. They've also halved the weight of the gemstone powder, so it's a lot less common, although I will say that they have reverted the halving of the amount, so now there is only one nerf. Previously, with both nerfs applied, this was around a 75 to 80% reduction in the amount of gemstone powder that you're getting. This went from, around a 2 million per hour rate for players who were decent but not perfect to around maybe 500k, 600k at best. Generally not the greatest rates in the world. And originally when this update came out, I was really excited about the gemstone powder changes because it felt like the admins were moving in a pretty good direction on the issue. Generally, it felt like things made a lot of sense. They didn't want gemstone powder to be a big hang-up for people, and I really liked what they were doing with it. You didn't have to grind it for too long. There are other areas of mining that you definitely need to grind for way longer. Get people in and out of powder grinding within like a dozen, 2 hours or so, and things will be good. However, the admins seem to have disagreed, and things have moved back in the direction of a little bit of a grind, which I am not too big of a fan of. There's also another change, which you may notice at the bottom of my screen right now, although this one is also not permanent. It's basically where whenever you break a bunch of blocks with mining spread, the fuel counts for all of the blocks. What's interesting is they've classified this as a bug report. However, it really is not a bug. This is just something that they added, and I don't know why they thought that this was a good idea. If you have the actual, not the spicy goblin omelet, but the other one that allows you to get like 50 mining fortune for double the fuel or quadruple the fuel, it's absolutely absurd. You can lose 100k fuel in, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes, maybe 10 at the most. It's a little bit absurd, a little bit silly, and I am glad that they are reverting that as well. But man, was that insult to injury hitting when we saw that change go through a few hours ago after the other changes and before they were fully reverted. I've got to say I'm a little disappointed in how things were handled today. I feel like they made a change. They didn't realize how bad of a change it was, and they had to kind of damage control revert it at the last minute. And to that I say, you might have wanted to put it on alpha first. That might have been the plan there. Put that on alpha, see what people think, and then we can talk about maybe bringing the numbers down a little bit. I'm going to be honest though, I don't really know why the admins are obsessed with wanting gemstone powder to be a little bit more rare anyway. It's not like powder can be converted into money in any way, shape, or form, and past a certain point it becomes purely cosmetic. I don't really care if someone who's super crazy endgame is getting 5 million powder per hour off of an insane back-to-back-to-back double powder setup. That doesn't really matter for me, nor does it matter for the majority of players. It's not like that person's going to be making any money off of it, and let's be honest, Hearthstone makes no money right now anyway, so it's not like they're going to be profiting a crazy amount regardless. This just kind of, to me, solidifies the idea that the admins have the mindset of the longer the grind, the better the gameplay, and I just don't get it anymore. Maybe I'm just a little bit jaded, but, it's just how it is after a while, you know what I mean? I am glad that they made the revert, though, on both the amount of fuel that you're losing, which, by the way, look at that, I'm about to run out of fuel here. That's interesting. And also the amount of powder you get from each chest. Hopefully we see some more reverts, maybe make it a little bit more common, all things considered. Maybe not bring us all the way back to how things were before. I'm fine with it if they decided to bring us all the way back, but if they really feel like something needs to give a little bit, I'm not going to complain that badly, maybe just a little bit. I've got to say though, just one of those days, just one of those days in Skyblock where a lot of things happen and maybe not a lot of them happen right. I would love to hear what you guys think in the comments below about this change during the few hours that things were going awry. There was definitely a little bit of an issue there, and people were not too happy at first, that's for damn sure. I'd love to hear what you guys think once again in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Derailious, and I'll see you again next time.